of the year, where a lot of people need cash, but then it's now becoming very scarce for a lot of people. But let's begin off by bringing this story where the British government generated over 40 billion naira from processing visas for Nigerian citizens between June 2023 and June 2024. This revenue is largely attributed to the high volume of visa applications from Nigerians. According to Mark Owen, the director of visa status of visa and information services at UK Visas and Immigration, at least 225,000 UK visa applications from Nigeria were processed during this period. Although the director did not specify which visa categories were the most in demand, the standard 6-month UK visa or visitor visa currently costs $150. It is important to note that visa application fees are non-refundable regardless of whether the application is approved or denied. Despite the significant revenue generated, recent data revealed that Nigeria has experienced an increase in UK visa rejection rates. In the second half of 2023, Nigeria ranked among the top 5 countries with the highest rejection rate. Interesting story. Not just development, because if you look at the revenue surge for the United Kingdom, just like I read a little earlier, between June 2023 and June 2024, the UK reportedly earned 68 billion naira from visa fees paid by Nigerians across categories, like the students, visitor, work visas, etc. So you talk about $150 for short-term visas and $1,260 for 10-year visas, talking about how lucrative the visa application process is for the United Kingdom, even when visas are denied. So that rejection rate, I know Nigeria, I think India tops the rejection rate, followed by Nigeria. We also have some, Saudi Arabia and few other countries. So the kind of monies that people are taking to the United Kingdom, or people are having to spend, visa is just chicken feed. How about getting your airfare? How about you also paying for your accommodation? How about you paying for your feeding? How about you paying for so many things? For those who are going as students, how much they pay, through their noses to funding their education, etc. So if you look at the economic implication for the UK, I'm just trying to ask, since Britain has been in different turmoil, political turmoil, economic turmoil since the Brexit. So is Nigeria or are Nigerians helping to fund the Brexit for Britain's post-Brexit recovery? Is that what we are doing?
Well, obviously, it looks like it. And many people prefer to go to the top 3, UK, US, and Canada. But UK topping the list for procession fee, earning over 40 billion naira from Nigerians between 2023 and 2024. It's quite instructive. I'm looking at the fact that many people just want to leave the country. And that's my angle. Just spending that kind of money to leave the country, you have to spend at least upward of about 20 to 30 or 40 million naira just to leave the country and to be a bit comfortable when you get to your destination in the UK. It speaks a lot, and since the Brexit, UK have been accommodating a lot of people because, according to them, it looks like, from my own view, it looks like immigrants are the ones funding the economy, ensuring the economy stays afloat. And look at the fact that former British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak at a point made some policies against families coming in with their spouse who are learning, except you have to go through, you're doing a study route, but you have to go through some certain degrees and all of that to get in. It's quite instructive of...
those who are also working in the care...
in the care sector, you're not,
yes, just go there and
work. And
aged, but then you're not bringing in your family.
And the funny thing is this, while it also impacts on the UK, maybe it makes the economy better, and you think Nigerians are losing money. Nigerians are not losing money, because when you have a family that goes abroad, for instance, to how to care for someone, he sends money home, and so the tax they are getting from that money coming home, it's quite instructive. At a point, I have some family abroad, one who don't try to send me money from Canada. She had to put tax inside. And so when the money came to me, that tax was deducted as well. So she paid tax there and I paid tax here. So these are the kinds of things. But for me, we need to ensure that our economy is standing strong, because we do not need people running out of the country anyhow. Some people leave the country. We only hear of jackpot, but we don't know of those coming back. Those coming back because maybe after 1 year, after 3 months,
realize that,
that's not it for me.
It's not smiling.
The grass is not greener on the other side. So they come back home and just quietly continue what they're doing, you know. And there's this stigma associated with coming back home.
Yeah.
You know, coming back to you jackpot, everybody have done Thanksgiving for you, and the next year coming back.
Just coming quietly.
Just coming quietly. You know, there's this stigma associated with it, but it shouldn't be. But for me, we need to ensure that our economy is strong.
Yeah.
I believe in Nigeria. That's why when people ask me, you know, live in the country, I'm like, no, I believe in this country.
That's right.
Let's make things work. If things are working perfectly, there will be no need I'm sure we've heard of stories where at the point naira to dollar rate was like 1 naira to $1. People were going abroad.
We had to borrow the United Kingdom
money.
Yeah.
People were going to school abroad because they couldn't get admission in Nigeria.
That's right.
So they had to go abroad. You know, I studied at a premier university, and then at a point you could see white people coming for exchange programs, coming to Nigeria to study.
Even visiting our hospitals.
Medical. Yes, you get it. Now what we are saying is that we see people, nationals such as the Chinese and all of that, coming to Nigeria to do business and somewhat maltreat our own people, which shouldn't be. So we need to ensure our economy is strong enough such that we don't have to leave the country. Even if once you graduate from school, you can start a barbering salon, start a business somewhere, maybe more business that can feed you for the time being till you keep growing. It's enough.
Absolutely.
Because many people leave this country to go and do these kinds of menial jobs abroad.
I've heard of a senior advocate of Nigeria going there to become a senior cleaner. You know, it's funny. You know, the kind of advertisements you get on your phone, even while you're on the street of the UK, while you're in the UK, you know, you tend to worry, like, why are they not advertising, you know, white collar jobs?
You know, you're seeing warehouse work, you're seeing tractor drivers and all of that.
It's so funny. But then people will tell you that you get a value for your money, but you may not be able to enjoy the money over there. Pay taxes, you know, through your nose.
The system is built such that when you earn money, you put it back into the system.
Back into the system.
Yes.
How many people pay tax here in Nigeria? And then you have those who are abroad, you know, always talking down on Nigeria. Even they face, you know, if you look at the cost of buying things over there in Europe as a whole, it's not exactly the way it used to be back in the day. Yes. Like if you have £20, things that you can buy, is not exactly the quantity of commodities or products that you can also get, you know, in 2024. Things are depreciating globally, but you will not find them talking down about their country
at all.
Talking down on their country rather, you know, and saying that maybe their economy is in shambles, even though they say that in their parliament or the House of Commons. But I guess Nigeria needs to look.
I love to watch their proceedings.
But let's quickly race on, you know, by bringing the news update. We have